Okay, well, in that case, welcome everyone on in. Today we are going to be doing something that I have done before. We're going to be taking a look at all the Arkham City character designs and ranking them on a scale of 1 to 10. Though that video that I did is kind of old. I'd like to update it, and I've also brought my friend JB here to help me out with it. Say hello to the people.
I'm black.
Okay, that that is a fact. Yes. Now Um, okay. So in this video, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a look at all the playable character designs. So all of Batman suits, all of Catwoman, Robin, Nightwing, all those fuckers, and then we're gonna do another video ranking the like just general like villain and main character designs because we don't want one video that is like an hour and 35 minutes long. So we're going to split it up into two videos because that just makes the most sense, I think. So, I guess we should probably just start with the default suit, right? I mean, that makes the most sense to me.
Yeah,
Um, I feel like peak is the only way we can describe the suit.
very
Um,
good.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I've seen so many suits over the years try and do a quote unquote realistic bat suit, and I feel like this game does it the absolute best. I can't think of any other attempt that does it because I mean, it maintains all the classic stuff. Like you got the trunks, you've got the gold belt, the gray and the dark blue slash black, but then you got the nice little bit of armor on the legs and on the arms. Really, really solid look. I think the face model is also good. And then the damaged version, which I know we're not really going to be able to take a look at, but damaged version is also peak. So for me, I rank this as probably like a 10. I can't really see myself giving it anything lower because it's kind of everything I would want in a bat suit. But I mean, I don't know. What about you, GB? How do you feel?
Well, yeah, I do think it's probably like one of the best bat suits to exist. I'll give it a nine, mostly because like I do think, I guess it's just kind of more like the issue of like, I guess I prefer it more when it's usually in a comic. I guess if that makes sense, because like with the video game, it had to be a bit more realistic.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, really, the only issue I could see somebody taking with the suit is the
Eyes,
ears.
uh,
Um, oh, and the eyes too. But the eyes I get because it's a
the eyes make
realistic
sense.
medium. But
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ears, I like them at the length they're at. But I know some people prefer shorter ears. But for me,
I like mine's being like medium, as I've told you before, like
yeah,
medium size, like bat ears.
and that's kind of yeah,
They're
that's a
they're good.
preference thing. I don't yeah, I like them long as they're not comically long. Like there was that one comic where like Batman turned into like a vampire, and I was just like, okay, stop. Like the ears were just too long there. I feel like that's just the right length for me. Then we have to come down here. Now, the thing I'll say about this suit is that the game came out in 2013, and I feel like we've seen a lot better cell shaded interpretations in suits. Actually, not even 2013. I think it was
I
like
still think it looks
2011.
very good. I still think it looks
Yeah,
very
like
good though.
for the time, right? Like for the time, it's really good. I think if they were to do it now, I think it could look a lot better. But for the time, I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Like I didn't expect them to actually attempt to do like the black with like the blue streak for the cape, but I don't know that I like this shade. And then I'm also not the biggest fan of them adding texture into the gray part of the suit because it is meant to be, a cartoon. I don't
I mean, I
really
get
like
I get
that.
that, but also I do actually kind of like that actually. It's a bit
I mean,
just because like
I
I
don't
understand it's supposed to
hate
be
it. It's
like
fine, but
cartoon, but I mean I
yeah.
think it's nice to just like add I guess at least something to make it feel a little bit more physical, so it's not like entirely like it's like it can't fit, if that makes sense.
I guess. I mean, I think the modeling is where this suit shines. Like in terms of like the 3D bone structure of this suit, it looks ripped right out of the cartoon.
Oh yeah, no, it does definitely.
Um
Once again, once again, I hope
so
if they make another Batman like game like any of these, I would, as I said before, I would like the Justice League Batman design.
yeah, Justice League Batman would go hard, and then I guess it's also kind of hard for me too because I've seen like this suit in like the mods for like Arkham Knight. Like I've seen how good this design can look with the appropriate cell shading, but I know that's obviously, a fan doing that, not a game from like 13 years ago,
Yeah.
14 years ago. So I'm gonna give this one an 8. Because I think the last time I rated it, like I do have nitpicks with it, but I think I'm more lenient towards it because of the time it came out. Like for 2011, this is really good.
I'll give it a 9.
Yeah, like
I like it.
I don't hate it at all. And by the way, I also love the detail of the character trophy actually posing him as like he was on the rooftop. I think that's really cool. Not all of
Yeah,
them
it's
do
nice.
the iconic pose thing, but speaking of iconic poses, they actually posed the Neil Adams suit in the famous pose that this suit is known for, with him leaping towards the camera. Um, I'm kind of curious because I know you're not like the biggest fan of like the classic bat suits, but I I'm curious to hear your opinion before I give my opinion on it.
The thing is, I do like classic bat suits. It's just the issue is a lot of them don't transfer as well, I think, to modern times, I guess. Because, like,
Mm-hmm.
I guess the thing is also partly because, like, his boots look kind of more sock-ish than, like, boots, if that makes sense.
Um,
They're
I
they're lacking
guess.
like the hardness definition specifically at the bottom of them, if for what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I feel that, but for me, I guess one reason I like this suit a lot is because I feel like yes, it's the classic bat suit, like of the blue and the gray, but I feel like it was like the time in the comics when they actually started taking Batman seriously. And so like even though he
Yeah,
has the bright colors and the fabric suit, like the stories they told with the suit were, not Batman gets turned into a gigantic zebra man. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
it was actually like an attempt to take it seriously, and and in terms of like their interpretation of it, like they somehow managed to capture Neil Adams's art perfectly, like in the face shape. Like that is really hard to do,
Yeah.
and he has the white eyes too, which I like.
Really good bat air cowl structure.
I love, dude. In terms of like the shaping of bat cowls, Neil Adams did it the best, in my opinion. I don't think that there is an other artist who shaped his bat ear like not just even the ears, but like even like down to the pointed nose and like having a little bit of the cowl go under his chin. Like it's so perfect. It's like when I think of like classic Batman, I think of Neil Adams art, and I think Rocksteady did such a great job interpreting it. And again, in 2011 too, that's also just so impressive to me. But
Hmm.
what do you like number wise? Where would you put it?
I say 8.
Okay, yeah, I feel like
I said before. I feel like it's. I mean, obviously, I get the thing of like. I guess it's a good thing of. Well, it's hard for me to explain. I said before. It's the same thing I feel about. I kind of felt a bit about the other one being like it's going for a classic thing with the animated thing, but like I like how they add the extra details with the I guess the materials to make it look a bit more realistic, like it fits a bit more. But as I said before, it lacking some of the hardness in certain places makes it look very feel a little store bought.
I mean, I understand that, and like I do, but like honestly, 8 I feel like is a great place for it. My
Yeah, like eight
bias
is good.
towards Neil Adams's art makes me want to put this at a 9, but I'm gonna put it at an 8, just realistically speaking, because I love Neil Adams a lot, but we're gonna stick with that. Now,
Oh,
year
year one is
one
just the one up.
Batman.
Oh,
There is a little something I need to tell you about year one in Dark Knight Returns Batman, specifically for the Return to Arkham version of the game. For some reason, their skin is really shiny and weird. I would say
oiling.
try to ignore that because that is an issue exclusive to this version of the game, but and just kind of focus on the suit itself. Um, so what do we think?
um, I guess it's nice though. I can already see one big issue for me. You could probably already guess what it is.
Is it like the monochrome aspect of the suit? The fact that it's like entirely just
No,
blacks and grays?
actually, no. Well, I mean, probably ears. Why are they so short?
Yeah, this is honestly a bit more of a Rocksteady problem than it like in the actual comics the ear height looks good. And I think a part of that has to do with the way that the artist drew it is that they did that thing where like his cowl doesn't have any shading to it. It's like entirely black. So you just have like that minimalist detail, which is obviously not something that you can really capture in a 3D model, so it kind of suffers from that. But
Yeah,
in terms of the formatting of the suit, I do have some small issues. Like this bat symbol is kind of cheeks in my opinion. Like I don't like the way that the ears are. Like
yeah, the ears are a bit too far apart.
they're too far apart and there's no defined head. Like I feel like it
Yeah,
almost just looks like the ears are poking out of the body. And then I don't know how I feel about the gray belt, man. I mean, if it was at least like silver or just something other than like this shade of gray, I could maybe give it a pass, but for me, I feel like this is probably like a 7 cuz like it's like the comic it comes from is really great and I feel like it's better
mm.
in that comic than it is in this game, but I feel like seven's the highest I could give it, maybe even a
I was gonna,
6.5.
I was gonna just straight up say either six. I was gonna say six.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and talk you up to a higher rating than that. I mean, I would personally give it a little higher, but I can't I can't like justify anything other than that. Um, Earth One Batman, we have here. To me, the idea with Earth One Batman is taking the formatting of the Michael Keaton suit and trying to give it more classic colors, but they just did it in the worst way possible. Um, Number one, I Batman's cowl here, he looks vacuum sealed into it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do like the rest of the suit, but then the cowl is the major mess up
The
part.
cowl is really fucked
Also,
up.
wait, the nose is curved.
Yeah, the
The nose
nose
on
is
the cowl is
curved. Like,
curved.
yeah, it's just all sorts of bad. The ears are a little dull for my liking. I have to say, I don't hate the bat symbol, but it being so high up makes the rest of the chest look blank. And here's the thing. I don't feel like that's an issue on the Michael Keaton suit because the entirety of the suit is black. But when you make the body like this bright gray and then you have the bat symbol up here, it just makes the chest feel blank to me.
To be honest,
And
I kind of like the look of the suit overall. Besides the cowl, I think the cowl's the major mess up point.
the cow's kind of bad and then also the belt not having the yellow kind of fucks with me because if you're going to include the yellow on the bat suit it needs to be somewhere aside from just the bat signal for me like it
What I think they could have done is had the actual like physical belt part and not like the containers be yellow, and have the containers be still the silver metal.
yeah or the inverse of that have the belt strap be gray and then have the containers be yellow. I feel like either way you do it it just needs more color balancing. And then
Mm.
also, my opinion on No Trunks Batman. I mean, it can work, but I don't think it works here. For me, this suit's like a 5. I really don't enjoy the suit that much at all. What about you?
I'll say six because I do think it is. I do think it could generally look cool, but then the cowl kind of really ruins it.
Yeah, no, the cow kind of fucks with it.
Vacuum sealed.
Then up next we have The Dark Knight Returns. Now, here's the thing. Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns suit is very like oddly proportioned, right? And I feel like this model does as good as it can. Do you know
He's
what
like
I'm
a very
saying?
big, tanky fellow from the actual comics, so he tries to
Right.
like get into a more
Yeah, like
realistic
I feel
proportion.
like this is as good as you can possibly get because he has
Yeah,
that beefiness, but he doesn't feel like grotesquely large. And then I
yeah.
like the bat symbol here a lot better because they give like as opposed to year one, they give it a more defined head shape. I love the shade of yellow they use for the belt because it doesn't feel too out of place. It's very simple, but like as the Batsuit as a whole, but I feel like it's really good. The cowl is a bit interesting because obviously like the cowl like he has wrinkles that show through the cowl, but because they decided to make it a harder material, it looks like there are wrinkles in the cowl which feel a little weird.
Mm.
But again, given the time frame it came out in, I don't know that they could have done better interpreting this design,
I feel
especially
like,
if you think about like what the suit looked like in Arkham Knight, because that shit was ass. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I will say I do wish the head was just a tad smaller, if that makes sense, or at least the chin. I know usually you have like an absolute rock shaped chin from the actual art. But you get
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah, I do, but
I feel
I
like it just
mean,
makes his head seem a little big, I guess.
it is one of my favorite suits to use because I feel like they did a really good job with it, and especially like
Yeah,
again,
that's good.
yeah. But I
I'll
mean,
give
this
him
bat suit was
that
never like trying to be
8.
groundbreaking or anything, so I feel like the best I can give it is like maybe like a 7.5. I don't think it's like trying to do anything too impressive, and that's fine.
I'll give it an 8 because I do think it's a nice, simple like bat suit you can use.
Yeah, no, it's great.
I
Yeah,
feel like
if you want Bruce to just be a little older, but yeah, it works great in the game. Um, up next, we have fucking
oh
Peak. Um, so again, I think we have to keep in mind the time, right, that this came
yeah
out
no
in. Up until like the Fortnite design came out, I think this was probably as good as you can get in a video game for Batman. Now, that being said, yes, the eyes are a little spaced apart weird, and the mouth is definitely a choice, but given the time frame this came out in, and the fact that it also has the unique thing of not having the cape and like seeing it in game with like the glider deploying and stuff is really good. And
yeah.
they didn't over detail it, they kept it cool, but also tried to make it their own, like as opposed to just interpreting the suit model. That's a thing.
Honestly, it may be a weird thing to say. I feel like maybe having an older, wider jawed Bruce may have also worked a bit more in its favor.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because
I,
he was an older one in that, but also I think it would make it like the face
yeah,
look a little bit more. Well,
I think, I think that because this was like back in the era, like it seems like with Batsuit with Terry McGinnis, right? They do one of two things when they bring him to a video game. They either try and just make their own thing and over detail the fuck out of the suit and it looks like looks awful, or they try and like just import the show model. This strikes a
yeah.
very unique balance of doing its own thing but also being very accurate to the show.
Also,
So
what I
I
was saying
like
was
it.
more of like the thing of having because Bruce obviously wore a suit before Terry did. I was saying go for more of that.
Right. Yeah, I mean I feel like this is an 8 for me. I there are things that could have
Yeah,
been
it's an
improved
8.
on here, but I don't think much.
Yeah, I'll say an 8. The eyes definitely are very weird.
Yeah, the eyes are weird, but you don't really notice it in game. It's kind of more of like you're staring at the model thing. Now,
Sinestro core.
yeah, because it was the
Hey,
mid 2000s and it was a video game, so it had to have the fucking Sinestro Core suit in here. Um,
you
I
don't the
don't like the
Sinestro core.
suit. Um,
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like the Sinestro Core suit design. I think it has a lot to do with this area. Like I don't like the way that the
Would have
yellow and
been. Oh, I
the
guess that would have been really cool. They could have done it like Venom style, have like the yellow be kind of bat shaped. That would have been nice.
I mean it kind of is if you look at it, right? Like if you look at these two
Kinda.
primary spikes as the ears and then like look up and then it kind of goes up his arm, like it kind
Well,
of
no, I
is
wasn't
bat
saying
shaped.
like. I wasn't saying that. I was saying that the actual yellow part be a bat shape.
Yeah. I don't know. And then also like the belt. I hate this belt because like what is even the point of this? It doesn't clasp around anything. It doesn't connect in the middle. That annoys me. And then it can't hold
Yeah.
anything. That also annoys me. I don't mind the color scheme. Like the color scheme's fine. The cowl is good. I don't hate the cowl either. But it's just not a suit for me. So I'm like at a 5 with this one. It's just not for me. It's not my vibe.
I do. I do like this. I'll give it a 6.5. I do like the suit. The issue is just that I feel like it like I do like it more when suits try to do like undertones for like little minute detail things. Like I was just saying, like make the yellow like part that's usually on a Sinestro outfit or Sinestro core outfit, into more of a bat shape.
Yeah. I honestly think I would like the suit a lot more too if this yellow spike didn't come down as far as it did and the belt connected in the middle. I think that would have looked way better. Um,
Well, also
th
saying to like gnarl it and have it like maybe Venom style, where it's like kind of like a gnarled bat, a very gnarled and like wild looking bat symbol.
yeah. Then
Oh yeah, Batman
finally,
Incorporated.
well, not really finally, we have the Batman Incorporated suit, my least favorite suit in this entire fucking game.
Metal.
Metal. Metal thong, yes, bro. When you gotta go to the beach, but you also gotta be protected.
I do
Yeah,
not
I
remember that being a part of the Batman Incorporated design.
I think it was a thong in the comics, but I don't know if it was a metal thong, and I don't like it. So I've always been a big proponent of keeping the trunks on Batman. I have always been a big proponent. But this is the one time where I'm like, please get rid of it because
No,
this
no
looks like
trunks.
trash. Um,
Quick outfit. Give me my bat chastity chastity.
and then there's the bat symbol, which I know in the comics, "Ew, it's a flashlight, so it can pop off the chest." No, shut up. The bat symbol should never be 3D because this looks awful. This looks so bad. Like, look at that. Look at how much it protrudes. That's like,
Actually, I don't think the 3D part's the issue. I think it's that they made it too thick.
yeah, it's too thick. I mean, it's so funny because like it follows like all the classic design philosophies of a bat suit. But this just shows like how badly that design philosophy can be interpreted. Like it really can be messed up so easily. I mean, there are parts here to like I mean the cowl's not too bad. The hand armor
Gloves.
isn't terrible. The
Yeah.
belt's okay. But then the rest of it is just so fucking bad. I can't give this anything less than a 4 or anything more than a 4. I mean,
Iron,
that's
the Iron Thunder.
yeah, no. I mean, dude, imagine going to give Batman a kick in the nuts and he just stands there while you break your toe. Um um
Batman instead of trying to break his back, just break his nuts, breaks his leg.
it's like all those times where like people try to punch Superman in the chest and they break their hand, but it's like you kick Batman in the nuts, you break your fucking toe.
You bring up that one thing of like when John was getting attacked by that like one assassin, they headbutted him.
No, I think there's like a scene in one of the like Superman movies where it's like where a thug does that. Um, but yeah, but numerically, where would you put this?
3.
Yeah, it's not great. And then I guess a bonus Batman design that we can talk about is the Mad Hatter Batman. So this is how Batman looks when you're in the
Oh
one
yeah, that.
side mission. Um, I I mean, for the side mission, it's really cool. Another cool thing that this actually does is that I don't know if you've noticed, but like every bat suit in the game has a distinct shade of cowl. So like usually distinct black or blue shade. Um,
Yeah.
and wait a minute. Wait, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, this isn't. Hold on.
His bones.
Wait a minute. Is this the fucking? Hold on. Oh, dude, what the fuck? The
What?
Mad Hatter Batman uses the Arkham Asylum suit for its base in the trophy. What?
Oh, that's weird.
That's okay. Well, anyway, as I was saying, the cowl will actually adjust depending on the suit you're using. So, like, if you use the Neil Adams suit, it'll be blue. If you use the Batman Beyond suit, like, it adjusts, which I think is cool. Not really a design I feel like we need to rate unless you want to, but I just thought I'd bring it up. I mean, do you want to give it a numerical rating?
I give it a slap the goofy out you out of 10.
Yeah, right. Like it's for a side mission, and for that side mission, it works, but it's not actually usable.
Part of me
Um,
kind of wishes you could actually use it in game.
I know. Up next, I guess we'll go with Catwoman because she's the next major playable character, and uh, damn. Yeah, I don't know. This suit does some odd things.
Wait a second,
Specific.
I just noticed. Do they incorporate a flippin' panty
Yes,
thing in the
there
back.
is a thong incorporated into the design.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
so here's the
Why?
thing, right? This is like the post 2000s Catwoman design done
Yeah.
really well. There
Yeah.
are oddities with it. Like I feel like adding like the blue instead of making it a black is weird because it adds
Actually,
unnecessary paneling.
I don't
Um,
mind the blue, but yeah, they definitely did too much paneling. I think it should have just been a part that was like in the inner part of the suit, not like it outright start like
yeah,
missing to
and
the
see the
outer.
thing is, I don't know that that's a thing in the original version. I feel like that's a Return to Arkham thing, which I find to be weird. Um, but that being said, I like the suit is really good. Um, uh, I don't know where I would rank it though. I also think they did a great job on the face model too. I think it's really good. I feel like though,
She gets in. I'd say 7. I'm not. As I said before, yeah, like you were saying with the paneling,
yeah,
a
like
bit
it
too
is a
much
little bit
paneling.
too much paneling wise. I feel like 7.5 is where I would put it because I do think it's fine.
I already.
Then up
Oh.
next we have animated Catwoman, and I think aside from Batman himself, I think this is the best of the 4 animated skins. I think they did a really good job here. Um,
Yeah,
it's really, really good. They did decide to add texturing to the gray areas of the suit, which isn't my favorite, but
I said
that
before.
being said,
I
I
do
feel like
kind of
it's
like
really
that.
well done. The only thing that is weird too is because like she has to have the whip on her hip. They added like the realistic hip whip on like an
Hip,
animated
the realistic hip
yeah, the
whip.
realistic hip on her whip. The realistic whip on her hip, which does kind of take it away a little bit for me, but I would give this like an 8. I feel like, right? Like, I feel like that's fair.
Yeah,
Mm. I mean, unless you have anything to add, I just feel like this is kind of like,
not really. I think it's great.
yeah. Um, then we have the Long Halloween Catwoman, which here's the thing about Long Halloween that really is odd to me because I feel like if you were gonna add Long Halloween Catwoman, why not Long Halloween Batman? But I guess that's neither here nor there. But here's what Long Halloween Catwoman looks like. Um, and I have thoughts. Um,
I get what they were going for, but Juan, she looks more like an imp than a cat.
see, yeah, the cat. I mean, they tried to do realistic cat ears. That was their goal here.
I feel like that could work, but it needs. It can't. I don't think flaring outwards is a good idea. It should be going up.
I, well, I mean, cat ears do go out. I mean, but yeah,
No, no, you get one.
I,
Yeah, there's
I,
also cats that have ears that go directly up and point up.
all right, all
Oh,
right. Yeah, I mean it. I think I would give this like,
like flare out can work, but flare out could have worked, but like trying to make it realistic, I think is what messed it up. I'm saying it could have worked with realistic if it was going directly like pointed up
yeah.
instead of
Though
flaring
I
out.
will say though, I feel like this isn't entirely their fault because it does look like this in the comics.
Yeah,
I've never been the biggest fan of this design. I feel like from the neck down, it's great. Like I love
yeah,
the purple and black Catwoman look, but
yeah,
I feel like the face is a little odd. So I'm gonna give it like a 7. I don't know.
yeah. I'll give it like a 4.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean I don't. Like I like the design more than a 4, but I don't like it enough to try and sit here and defend it. So I'm
Man,
not.
it's just my main thing is that it doesn't really feel like enough cat.
Yeah, no, I get that. Now up next we have Robin and Peak
Damien.
incoming, Peak incoming.
Actually, no,
Um,
that's is that Damien or is that Tim?
no, it's Tim. I mean, this. Keep in mind, Damien. I don't even know if he was a character in the comics at this point yet. If he was very new. So this is
Wait, was he
Tim.
not? Was he not? Was Damien not in Arkham Knight?
No, Damien wasn't in any of the Arkham games. Um,
Oh yeah, that's right. He never got out.
yeah, I mean, so the boots are, I think, trying to be green, but they come across more as yellow. But otherwise, I mean, this is just so iconic. This is like
I think
one of
it's
my
very
favorite
good.
Robin designs, which gets ruined in Arkham Knight when he takes his hood down and he's bald. But for here, he never takes it down, so it looks great. I think it's a really cool mix between Damien and Tim.
Also,
Personally,
Robin Hood, which is probably the clear joke they were going for.
yeah, probably. I also I don't hate the attempt of trying to add the red into a little bit more of the suit. I don't know if I would have done it in terms of a red stripe down the leg, but I
Also,
think
probably would have done a green stripe for obvious reasons.
yeah, I think they should have tried to incorporate the green a little bit more, but it's still, I think, really, really good. Like, I think in terms of like trying to make a realistic Robin design, I think this is a really good attempt. So I'm gonna give it an
Yeah,
8.
yeah, I'll give it an 8 too.
Yeah, I don't really think there's much more we could do here. And then the funny thing about Robin in this game is that there's Robin and there's Nightwing, and both of them are the animated series designs for Dick as opposed to Tim, but they just applied the Dick design to Tim because obviously, and I mean, this one's good, but I feel like this one does suffer a little bit with having a fully exposed head. I feel like it does look a little awkward as opposed to some of the others.
It's the Danny Phantom and Timmy Turner problem with 3D modeling.
Yeah, though still, I mean, for 2011, it looks really good.
No, yeah, that's very good.
Um,
I can't wait to see if they did any of the texture thing I was talking about. I liked or not very much.
they
I
did,
know they kind of did.
but yeah,
It's
it's
a
I
bit
guess
harder
just
to
because they're
notice than
brighter
others.
colors, it's a little less subtle. But yeah, this suit was always just Tim Drake's suit without the gauntlet detail and Dick Grayson's Robin logo, which I mean I think works really well. Although I mean
Yeah,
obviously Tim's logo is way better than Dick's. I'm sorry, Dick's Robin logo is just so bland and basic. Um, but yeah, for me, I feel like this is probably like a 7. I don't really find myself using this suit too much. Um, but I don't know.
I
It's
do. I'll do an 8 because, like I said before, it's a nice, it's good, it's a good suit. And I do like the animated ones. The ones again, it's not higher because obviously the hair issue of it being in a 3D space.
Yeah, another issue I have is that the stripes, which are definitely supposed to be fabric, are for some reason metal, which would be fine, but the belt isn't, which I feel like should be. That feels weird. I don't
Also, another
like
thing,
that.
I feel like the actual metal bits on the front should probably be more, I don't know, sticking out more than just being flat.
Yeah, like they're flat to match the show design, but then they made a metal. So like I would have just kept them as fabric or something. I don't know why they made those metal.
Like I always kind of imagine they probably would have been like one of those clip button things, like the latch. I'm not sure if you've ever seen those where there exists like a thing that's kind of like a weird latch thing.
Hmm.
I can't really describe it well.
Yeah, all
Mm.
right. And just a second. How long have we been at this? Okay, I'm gonna just save some footage. Okay. All right, we're back. Up next we have Man Ham Shitty, Red Robin. I mean, again, it's a video game from 2011, so I don't
A
know
very
what
good
we would have
outfit,
expected.
but I've never liked Red Robin's cowl.
No, I have not. I think honestly, my dream Red Robin design is just everything from the neck down with like the classic Tim Drake eye mask. I think that would have been perfect.
The worst thing
Um,
is, I feel like a cowl thing could have worked if they maybe tried to make it more bird-like in some way instead of just making it like
yeah, just
a
Batman's.
bald cowl.
Like I feel like if what you would have done is if you had like taken like from the forehead and brought it down to the tip of the nose, like not have it hug the face to give it like that bird shape, would have worked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean like everything else on the suit is so great. I mean like I love the red and black color balancing. It works really well. I love the bandolier with
Also,
like
maybe I was gonna say
capsules.
maybe a spike going down the middle of the cowl in the back to kind of like a bird feather going back. I guess if you know what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, there are different ways you could have done it. I just wouldn't have chosen this because it just it feels like the Batman cowl without ears, which just makes it feel like there's something missing. Um,
Yeah.
I
Best way I
mean,
was gonna say is like Deadpool's, but like bigger. I guess like the little head bit he has.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if I agree with that entirely, but I get your point of like there could have been something that you could have done, and I feel like
Bird
there
like
are a multitude of things. But yeah, I give the suit like a 7. I I, I don't know. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, where would you put it?
Four.
Really? Wow, I'm surprised you let the cowl affect your opinion that much.
I really, really hate the cow. I'm sorry. I just
No,
yeah,
I agree. I'm just I don't know if I would say that the whole suit is a 4 because of it, but I mean, hey, I mean, like I mean, I could maybe give you like a 6, but I don't think I could do anything lower than that because I think the rest of the suit is really good.
all right. I'll bump it up to a 5.5.
Okay. And then I think we only have two other
Nightmare.
ones to look at. Yeah, just Nightwing and animated Nightwing. Um, I hate it. I hate it. I'm sorry. This is just horrific to me. I mean, like, what is this?
Oh God, his
Oh,
realistic eyes did not do him any favors.
it's like the face I don't hate. Like the cowl is okay. I don't like how angular it is. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of like Batman and Robin's like Robin cowl, which isn't a good thing to be reminding me of. I don't like that suit. But it's the hair. Like he looks
Yeah,
like he dunked his head in oil and like slicked it down.
I think I think the hair should have been more slicked back than just slicked down.
Yeah, he looks like yeah, I don't know. He just looks like tonight will be the
It should have
night that I will
it should
fall
have
for
had
you.
it should have
Like
been like it should have been like flowing back, slick back, if that makes sense.
yeah, no, he's got like that skater like mid
Yeah, yeah, it's skater
2000s
hairdo.
Andy
That's what it
Samberg
is.
hair. It's like not good.
Skater hairdo. Also, I feel like oddly enough, there's not enough hair, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Like if
like
you look at it from the side, like I would say other side probably, like like it's more
yeah,
face
I don't
sticking out
know.
than hair.
Dick's going through his emo
But
phase.
also, even then, the as I said before, the realistic eyes did not do him any favor.
You know, I actually just realized something about this design that I didn't actually think of. Like, I said Dick's going through his emo phase, but like, what if that's like actually? Because if you think about it, right, in Arkham Origins,
That's when he left
right? No,
Batman.
but if you think about it, like in Arkham Origins, like in the story can in the multiplayer, you get to play as Dick's Robin, which takes place 2 years after the story, and that's like a few years after Arkham. So maybe this is like Dick when he like maybe he's only recently been Nightwing. Like maybe only for like a year or so. Like maybe he has like a sterner personality, maybe, and that's why he's meant to look like this. But
Maybe.
still, it looks bad. As for the rest of the suit, there are other things to hate here. I mean, we're talking like Dark Knight levels of paneling problems here.
I think it would have actually been fine if it wasn't outlined with black lines. If it was
It,
gray like the rest of the suit and blended in better, it
but
would have
like
looked fine.
it's almost like they tried to like outline like every muscle that like a
Yeah,
cartoon
that's the
version of him
issue.
would have or like a comic version, but it just yeah, I think it being so pronounced is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Not great. I not good at all. And then also the symbol and all of the blue, anything blue has all of these metal bolts everywhere. Like two on the symbol, three on each shoulder, and like why? Why is it bolted into the suit? It looks
Yeah, a bit
so
too.
weird. The
Yeah, a bit too many. I get what
only
the
thing
idea
I
they were
like that
going
the
for
suit
is they were
does
trying to.
yeah, I don't. The only thing I like that the suit does is that there's a scrimmage stick storage on the back of his back. I like that. That's neat. But everything else is just so wrong. I'm giving this suit a 2. I'm sorry. This suit's trash. I hate it.
Zero.
No redeeming qualities. No redeeming qualities. I mean, I'll at least give it a 2 because I mean, like, it at least
Yeah, no.
looks
Actually, no.
like
Actually, no.
Nightwing.
I'll give it a 1.5. As I said before, I do think there are. I get what they were trying to do. They're trying to incorporate the Batman bit because he has like the little like holes you can see there for obviously like nailing everything in. But like the issues that they outlined everything in black instead of it
Yeah,
being
there's that,
gray, normal gray suit
and then
with
also
like
like
paneling.
yeah, Batman's like Arkham City suit does have like
the
like
paneling, but like it's
like
gray.
paneling. Well, also I was talking about like these bolts. Like it does have like
Yeah.
it has like indents, but they almost look like metal snaps of fabric. I feel like this doesn't work because one, they look like actual
Oh,
screws,
bolts.
and two, the gray parts of the suit don't look like fabric. They look like a hard like shell. Like so
Yeah.
it doesn't work. But the final suit that we'll be looking at today um, is the animated Nightwing suit. And this suit's weird because while all the other suits were Batman the Animated Series, this one, I mean, because it has to be because Nightwing didn't appear in BTAS, it's the TMBA design, um, which is definitely better than the original suit by a long shot, I think. I have to say I love the logo here. I always loved the logo for this suit, but um, where I don't like what this suit has done is I don't like that they've made it metal and raised it. I don't like that they've done
Hmm.
this here.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe it should have been kind. I can understand why they maybe want to do it because like the metal bat suit style thing on the front, but they one thing that's the thing of I think they made it too thick.
yeah, and I mean it has the. I mean, I guess it does have the Escrima storage on the back, which again is neat. I mean, there's not really a whole lot to say about this design. It's very simple. The other thing is that this design is also not accurate at all. I don't
But
know if you can notice the missing thing of the suit here.
I feel like
Uh,
I'm blanking on it, but I can't.
TMBA Nightwing had a mullet,
Oh wait, I did say mullet. I actually did just say mullet.
which so what they've done here, which I find really odd, is they use the head from the flashback sequence in TNBA where you can see Dick as Robin, and they use that design for the head, and then use the Nightwing design for the rest of the suit, which
Hmm.
feels very
You know, I
weird.
just realized. Wait, look, keep looking at me. You know, he just made me remember. What was this guy's son from Meet the Robertson? Meet the Robertsons
I don't
with
remember.
the black hair. You know who I'm
I know
talking about?
exactly who you're talking about. I was thinking of more like Fry from Futurama. That
Yeah, but I'm saying look at it from that one specific angle, like
Yeah,
from
no, but see,
the.
I'm getting Fry from Futurama with
Well,
the
no, not
hairs,
that direction. The other direction.
but yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about, though. I know exactly who you're talking about. I just can't think of his name. Um, but yeah, it's really weird to me that they did that because I mean, like one, like the rest of the suits were so accurate, and then two, for the base Nightwing design, they gave him the long hair. So like, why not give him long hair for the animated one? It just feels weird. But that being said, I feel like we're
Very
looking
odd.
at what, like seven or an eight, maybe.
Uh, 7.5.
Yeah, I. Another problem I do have is if you zoom out, his head is way too big for his body. But I don't know if that's a
Yeah.
fault of the design or if that's a fault of like the actual animation model. But then again, it's hard to tell because they didn't use the right head. So I don't know. But anyways, that I think about wraps us up here. So if you stay tuned for the next video, which will probably be coming out a week or two after this one uploads, we'll talk about like all the major like story important character designs. So like villains, um, all that stuff. We should be able to talk about them. Oh shit! Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. There is one more design we need to talk about.
Oh yeah,
Bruce
Bruce.
Wayne, because you plays him at the very beginning of the game. I forgot about that.
Only in
Let's just
chains.
let's just run through this quickly. I mean, it's man in a suit for the most part. I think
Brucey,
it looks
Brucey boy.
really good. This is, by the way, the best head sculpt that Bruce has in any of the Arkham games. All the other Arkham games, for some reason, Bruce looks really cooked for some reason, and I don't know why. This is like the only one to actually
What
have a
living
good
in
design.
Gotham, what living in Gotham City does to him. Oh, his fingers are actually kind of
Yeah,
weird.
I mean, yeah, no, yeah, they're really banged up. But yeah, I mean, other than that, though, I mean, he's just kind of a man in a suit. Um,
Yeah,
oh well, I guess I should clarify. Arkham Origins Bruce is fine, but it's not like one of the main three Arkham games. You know what I'm saying? Like it's made by a different studio, so different
mhm.
modeling. team there. But yeah, I mean, it's just Bruce Wayne in a suit. He's banged up. He looks good. I don't really know if there's a whole lot to say about him. I'll give him an 8. I mean, he's exactly what I'd expect him to look like. You know what I mean? But what's your
Hmm.
numerical ranking of Bruce, man?
10 out of 10. It's Bruce.
10 out of 10 would Bruce again. Okay, fair enough. All right. I figured I'll get him out of the way. But yes, okay. So like all the major villains, story characters we'll cover. I honestly there's a lot of them in here, so there is a chance I might have to split that up into 2 videos too, but hopefully not. Anyways, though, that will about cover us here. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you all for the next ranking video. Goodbye.